Hello, I've been working here about 12 months now. There's lots of things I can't do with my right arm. I use my left arm, but such as using a machine like this, I tend to rest my right elbow on my leg to bear some of the weight and do the movement with my left arm. That way I can rest my right arm on my leg. That takes some pressure off the muscles in the arm. Very difficult for me to just lift the machine with this arm, it's too heavy. Where I can with that, and obviously I can't do it with that. So resting it allows me to pivot and polish the car after we've painted it. So when I first came here 12 months ago, there was no way I could do that. I had to rely on other people to help me the first few months till I became strong enough to manage tools like this. Obviously working high up, I struggle. I have to lift my arm and things like that. But it's been a long haul. And it's great to get back to work after 4 years of not working. I paint left arm. If I were doing the roof, I'd paint like that. And low down with the right arm. And as I come up the car, I'd swap to left arm. And that allows me to be able to paint cars. And I think without the team that I had behind me, I'd be a couple of years behind where I am now. That's been the greatest help. And I think determination as well, which you get from other people who push you, is a great help. And without that help, I don't think I'd be here today. I don't think I'd be working in this job. It's too physical. I'd have had to probably take some sort of office work, which I'm not that kind of person, so it would have been very difficult. And that's where I've got this far today, through work and determination. I'll just show what other things I can do with my arm. I'm just flattening the car off for polishing. I'm alright when I work low. I can flat like, do stuff like this. 12 months ago I couldn't do this at all. Now I just pace myself. It's a bit difficult as I get higher up. I have to tend to get my arm up and hold it there if I'm using that arm, like that. Just to keep position on it. When that arm tires, I go to my good arm, which is a lot easier. But that helps me get my arm working. The benefits of work, yeah. Having money in your pocket, that's the main benefit I find. Not being behind on bills, just gives you a better attitude. Not working is not good. It's not good for your mind. It keeps you out of trouble and makes you lose weight. I had a lot of weight on my body when I spent 4 years not doing anything. Since I've been back at work, I've lost about 1 stone in weight. As a driving instructor, I didn't go back to driving instructing because when I'm sat in the passenger seat, I haven't got the instant grab of the steering wheel, which has to be instant. Obviously, if somebody's going to go into a parked car or anything like that, I had to lift my arm across and pull, which is too slow. It can take 3 or 4 seconds instead of that half a second instant grab that I needed. So 4 years ago, there was no way I could have gone back to that job. Maybe now, down 12 months down the road, I could probably do the job if I practiced. But I really enjoy this job, so I'm sticking at this. But I've got a good job. I could go full time if I wanted. It keeps asking me to do extra days. But I tend to have the day off after I've worked to rest my shoulder because it gets really sore and I have to take quite a few painkillers the day after working. We did that at the hospital in the workshops. We practiced like coming in Monday, working 3 hours in the workshop, having Tuesday off, coming back in Wednesday. And we got to a point where we did try coming in every day, but that was very difficult 2 years ago. I really struggled with that after 3 hours and then coming in again the day after. It did make me stronger, the period of time, but I got to a point where I came in, I think it was the 4th day, and I just couldn't do anything at all. My arm virtually seized up. The muscles just tightened up and I couldn't do anything. I just had to take painkillers and go back home. So they then dropped me back to every other day, which is what I'm doing in this job. I work 3 days a week, 1 day off, 1 day on, which allows me to rest the shoulder and be able to work on the 3rd day, so to speak. But that's the compromise with injuries. You know, a disability, you've got to work around your disabilities, and there's a way around everything. It's just finding it.
bring me down. Can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, 'cause I'm happy. Clap along.